Hi, my blossoms. Welcome back to my channel. Just a messenger 828. Authentically me, authentically you. We forever bloom. I'm going to say there's been a lot of delays, a lot of detours before I could do this reading. I know why, because it's always been a constant blocking of this energy. Um, the way that things are set up, they don't want this energy to be present in everyone, because chaos is the best recipe for their intentions and their plans. And when I say dare, those that thrive off of chaos, confusion, and or drama, they thrive off of it. They get a kick out of it. They love to suck the energy from those type of environments, cases, things of that such. It's what fuels them. It's how they're able to transmute pain and suffering they afflict on others into fuel or money or success or for them. Please excuse me. I'm going to be eating doing this reading. Um, they may not want you to eat. They want you to starve. This can be energetically, and it's always going to start out energetically because the energy relates to not just the physical but the spiritual, and everything happens in the spiritual first. It's a trickle down effect. If you resonate with this and you feel this in your shanahanaha, uh jobs, trying to find employment, keeping employment, things that you need jobs for, housing, cars, transportation, things of that such. It might have been a very hard time for you. And I'm gonna say from me, if it resonates with you, this is for you. But for me personally, 2018, 2019, before 2020, there was like a little skirt or a monkey wrench that detoured you down a path that was harder than it needed to be. It made things way harder than it needed to be. Of course, everyone experienced a pause in 2020 during the lockdown. But certain individuals since 2020 have been oppressed, have been suppressed, have been almost as if they've been blocked. That cock blocking energy, excuse my French, but that cock blocking energy is prevalent. It's almost as if they've been blocked from any form of success, any form of success since 2020. The energy that I'm talking about, if you're here on YouTube, you may have seen that I posted in the community board some messages from Jesus. And I said, Jesus and Moses is heavy in the energy. If you don't already follow me or like my page on Facebook, it's in the description box below. You can find the link there. Go ahead and check it out. I'm going to be doing some more on that's a little different um here on YouTube. Okay, just give me some time. Give me some time. But I posted on there that the next great flood is compassion. There's going to be a flood of compassion, like a wave of compassion that comes. And I put hashtag Jesus because Jesus showed compassion to everybody. He didn't judge, he showed compassion. Amongst healing the sick and feeding the needy, he showed compassion to everyone. Even the ones he knew that was going to betray him, he showed compassion to them. That's tough. That's tough. Not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of people can do that. Those that have that level of compassion, you know they like this with God. You know it. You know it. Because everyone's human, right? I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. But ultimately, it's your decision to show compassion or not. It's your decision. It's really a part of your job to have that character development within yourself to be able to, you know what? I'm not even gonna take it that far. It's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna pray for that person. Like, God be with that person. They need it. They're probably hurting too. You know? And that's the compassion that Jesus gave. Because Jesus wasn't like, they're probably hurting too. Jesus was like, I see that they're hurting too. I see where they're hurting. And if ever that they need me to tell them, I will tell them. That's the energy that Jesus operated in. That was the level of compassion that Jesus held. Moses came up because it's literally talking about letting our people go. Let my people go. Oh, when I hear Moses, that's literally what I hear. Let my people go. Oh. The flood of compassion could change the hearts of those who were unwilling to let God's people go. That's the next great flood, a flood of compassion and justice and judgment, because those are the ways that the ones that did not choose compassion within their hearts. That's what's going to happen. Judgment. Uh, I'm going to refrain from saying some of the things because that's not it's not my place, but it is my place because God ordained me. Excuse me, confirmation. God gave me authority to do so. This is my placement. now to do that, but I don't feel the need to. I feel like for those that this the if you don't choose compassion, I feel like God already told you this, and this is another reminder and a way that He's warning you. All right now, but it's more the final countdown. It's the final countdown for those that still haven't shown compassion, that have not shown that they have a heart like Jesus. Now we might not always have that compassion or show that compassion to have a heart like Jesus, but you don't. It's like putting the effort to show compassion. That's all. That's all. That's all that's needed. Like the faith the size of a mustard seed, just a little bit to show God that okay, you doing the work. We gonna let you rock. You doing the work. That judgment energy from Saturn. We got Aries and Saturn. So Saturn is taking action. Once again, Saturn is taking action to dish out the karma that's needed to be dished out, the judgment that's needed to be dished out, right? Properly to who absolutely needs it to be. And God's doing it in a certain way for a reason, and that's all we need to know. It's in a certain way for a reason. I just heard, what's the reason? We don't need to know. What good is it for us to know? Because we don't know the grand scheme of things. So for those that resonate with this, in the sense of being oppressed, you may have been stuck on what's the reason type of energy. I just heard, listen with your heart, you will understand, from Pocahontas. Um, God has told you, and He's still telling you. Because Pocahontas came up, you will get your reasoning in nature. You will get your reasoning in nature. I just heard that. Grounding. I just had to do it recently. I do it every day? God knows I don't. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. I don't do it every day. But when you feel called to do something, right? Do it. So if you're called to go and ground, go and do it. At the exact moment that you're called to do it too. That's when you go and do it. And you might get the okay, I got the message, I do need to go ground, but blah blah blah. But when you get that feeling like, okay, I right now need to get up, go outside and touch some grass. That's when you do it. My thumb is itching. Also, you could be peeling. My skin's peeling. Could be shedding. Snakes. Okay, I'm looking at. I trampled a serpent at the top of this deck. I didn't even shuffle yet, but let's get into the cards. That was 14 something minutes of channeling. Well, let's get into the cards. I am going to use the Gematria deck because this is pretty much what does the collective need to know in regards to this great pouring of compassion from Jesus energy, Moses energy. Jesus has had something to say a lot this week. He has been pulling me towards that specific deck this week. Mass awakening. So that wave of compassion is going to be a mass awakening. Jesus, Moses, what messages do you have for the collective? What do they need to know at this moment? You guys might have went through the test of Job. And once again, job, employment, confirmation bird. You guys had a lot of loss. You lost a lot of things. This could be material. Definitely material. Job lost a lot. Job lost a lot. He lost his children. He lost his house. He lost his livestock. He lost a lot. Man almost lost life. Okay, he was sickly, but he never denounced God. He never denounced God. He questioned. Now, don't get me wrong. He did question. He asked his questions, but he never denounced God. He never stopped having faith. He never stopped having faith. What are the messages, Most High God, that you have for the collective? What are the messages, Jesus and Moses, that you have for the collective? It sounds like someone was knocking, but I'm literally trying to shuffle the cards, but I'm knocking at the door. Could be significant. Yahshua is rain. With this, it's like that flooding or that feeling of just letting the rain fall and being present. Ah, and for some reason, I hear the chains falling. Yeah, yeah. I hear the chains falling. Yeah, yeah. So for those that were oppressed, chained, shackled, or binded, right? In any way, thought, word, or deed, physically, mentally, emotionally, astrally, sexually, financially, psychologically, emotionally, developmentally, chained, burdened, or held back in any way, shape, or form, Joshua is setting you free. The keys to the kingdom. Because he woke up with all power in his hand, that compassion to want to set everyone free. Moses energy. The compassion to want to set everyone free from bondage. Oh my God, my God, my God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Moses. What other messages? What other messages do you have? Archangel Jophiel. Archangel Jophiel. I want to do some research so I can. I'm gonna come back with some research for y'all. I am. I want to do some research for Archangel Jophiel. 1 second, y'all. Okay, y'all, I did my little 1-2 in research. Not too extensive, because I'm gonna lose the energy. But Archangel Jophiel she's considered to be a cherub angel that watches over the Garden of Eden. After Adam and Eve were exiled from the garden, she watched over the Garden of Eden, and she also watched over the sons of Noah. She is the archangel over divine beauty, art, joy, and laughter. She brings joy and laughter to those. God is good. She brings joy and laughter to those, and she fights alongside Archangel Michael. So if she here, Archangel Michael here, pretty much. At any rate, yeah. Compassion helps you to see the divine beauty in others. If you're of age, please, no underage people should even be watching this because cursing will happen. A lot of people in the tarot community channel. So I'm gonna say it for all of us. Not every reader is a potty mouth. Some people can control it. Some people can't. Some people just let the energy fly out. So if there's some ancestors that's angry, guess what? There's probably gonna be some bleep 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 bleeps being said. So please, if you're under the age of 18, there's some mature 17-year-olds and 16-year-olds, okay? But please don't watch this. You know? But if you watch Big Mouth, the final season, I watched it with my partner. The one thing that they did not talk about and did not develop on the show was compassion. Compassion had literally quit her job. For years, she quit her job. And you see how when compassion comes back and does her thing, how it helped everyone to see that everyone else is dealing with problems too, right? And to show a little compassion for them, right? So there's God has technically already done the outpouring. Jesus already did the outpouring of compassion. That great flood has technically already happened. It reached some people already because energetically, you might be ahead of the curve, but it's going to be a trickle down effect, right? It's like rain. It's like rain. So when it does hit everybody, because it's a great flood, it's going to hit everybody. When it eventually does hit everybody, those that get, you know, hit by it and actually show compassion or work towards showing compassion, have a change of heart, God is going to bless you with joy, divine beauty, laughter. Okay? But yeah, the show Big Mouth could be really significant. Um, Something about crypto. Crypto somebody kind of got scammed with crypto or something like that, or like someone could have lost like cryptocurrency because it's under the book of Job. Excuse me. Um, Someone could have lost in the crypto world. Okay, but once again, what happened to Job was he lost it, but God honored his faith and repaid it with favor to not only be replenished, but to be replenished over what was lost, times over, 7 times over, 10 times over. Okay, someone is going to be promoted for talking to God, for talking to Ra. This is under Yahshua's reign. So that the reign is going to be the blessings. The rain is going to be the blessings. Getting people maybe getting promoted on their jobs. That can be one of the things. Bottom of the deck, every day add something positive to the book of life. Every day add something positive to the book of life. Yours and someone else's. Yours and someone else's. What are the messages, Most High God, Moses, that you have for the collective? Big Bro Jesus, what are the messages? Sorry for these moments of silence. Just trying to get the message out because it's been sitting. It's been sitting for a day, not too long, just for a day. I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday, but here I am today. Also, this coincides with the if in my community board, I posted some screenshots. God, God had me do some research on a supernova. A star. I said a star is going to collapse in what was it? Um, oh my goodness. The post is in the community board, but it's hashtag something observational evidence. There we go. Observational evidence. So evidence that had been gathered by someone just observing, right? Um, and what we can do as human beings in the vacuum of space is only observe. Um, we can only observe a supernova. You don't want to do anything in a supernova or to be near it, really. We can only observe it, and supernova is just when a star is collapsing. Okay, when a star is meeting its fall, its end. um when a star collapses, it either it goes two ways. It can become a black hole, or it becomes a neutron star. A neutron star is very dense in the matter, and that matter feeds the Milky Way, or the galaxy where it is, actually, not specifically the Milky Way, but the galaxy where that star is. It feeds the galaxy uh, to pretty much spark another star. So stars create more stars, in a sense. But a star will collapse. A star will meet its end. Yeah. hmm And like, and I was the sacrifice. I want it all. Oh, all of the celebrities that were stars that have been uh that have met their end. If it was not out of natural occurrences, right? Judgment, judgment, and that's all I'm going to say about that. We have Denial that came out January 1st to the 7th, June 19th to the 28th, and September 1st to the 7th. November 18th to the 26th could be significant dates. The sun sign Capricorn, that's what Denial relates to, the sun sign Capricorn. Links with Seth and Amon Ra. the moon and Uranus. Okay, the moon and Uranus. Something about this moon cycle and something about a Uranus placement is what this mass awakening. Okay, something to do with this mass awakening. So the dates of January 1st to the 7th, June 19th to the 28th, September 1st to the 7th, and November 18th to the 26th could be significant. Any other messages? We got upgrade is complete. So yeah, you may have lost. Someone specifically may have lost with crypto, right? But there's an upgrade. You're going to be upgraded. So not only are you getting back what you lost, but you're being upgraded. Yeah, it's time. It's time. This is coming out under Yahshua's reign, promoted for talking to Raw. It's time. It's time for you to come get your blessings. Go get, go get your blessings. It's time. It's time. Either, either, either. It's like if I could think of it, either it's like the ectoplasma that holds the universe together. Either. Ooh. So that's a good way to put it. And that was a little confirmation burp. Um, and then it makes me think of the neutron star because the neutron star is so dense. And it's polarized. It has a gravitational pull. If you want to know more about it, I did like little snapshots in the post in the community board. Please go and check it out. But when I saw a neutron star, it made me think of just ourselves, right? Protons, neutrons, all of that made me think of Jimmy Neutron. That too, that just came up. Okay, um, but it also made me think of how our brains work with the neurons. It's just. I know it's not the same word, but they're so close. It made me think like a neutron star is like a neuron in how the universe thinks. So it's like I think, therefore I am. So when a star dies or collapses, excuse me, when a star collapses, it can either become a black hole, something that just sucks everything up, or it can become a neutron star, like a new neuron path that starts for the next star. See, oh, something about the Book of Psalms too, but I'm gonna end that there. I just had that last part. Just if you get it, you get it. If my brains work the same or relatively the same, you get it. And I'm just gonna say this: understanding how our brains work ourselves is wild. So imagine being around other people that don't understand how their brains work or that are still trying to understand how their brains work. Compassion is needed because of the way that things have occurred, which is why that this is happening. The way that things have occurred, the trauma from how we lived, and especially in the year 2020, everybody experienced trauma. Everybody has PTSD from that year in some way, shape, or form. The trauma from that, it messes with your neurons and your neuron paths. It literally diverts how your brain was operating beforehand, and it's operating in a new way now that you don't even understand. Isolation does that too, but like, because of the way that things happen, we had to isolate. It was like a worldwide mind fuck. Excuse my French. And we are still recovering from it. There's a lot of things that happened within that time frame too. A lot of milestones just in life, milestones that happened. Children were born during that. And if you think about how pregnancy is already taxing on the body and the mind and the spirit, all I'm saying is emotional damage is you can sue for that. You can sue for that. Okay? Um if if you like the way that I read, if this resonated, or if it just makes you go and it makes you think, or you just have questions or anything and as such, check out my description box. You can email me. Okay, I'm available for personal readings. All the information you need will be in the description box below. Um, Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell when you do subscribe so you know the next time I upload and or go live. Remember, we are all forever blooming, eternally blooming. And until the next time, I love you guys. Peace.